guys. Mike, go ahead.
I'm muted, and thank you to Kyle Goon for letting me know. Frank, Dennis Schröder had one of his more impactful, just scoring plus assist productive type nights last night. I just wondered what you've seen from him development wise and how different things are or should be as he continues to play without LeBron and AD.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for us from a competitive spirit standpoint and a will to win standpoint. It hasn't, we haven't gotten over the hump yet, but he's pouring his heart and soul into the game and leaving it all out on the floor. And I think you saw that with his 20 points, 11 assists last night.
And Frank, look, the record when he, AD, and LeBron played together, quite good, as you might expect. What did you see in him as a complementary piece to those two and just the way that he fits with the way LeBron plays, especially on offense?
No, he's a perfect complement. His ability to attack off the basketball with LeBron handling, but also to initiate and play the way he's playing right now gives Bron the necessary versatility, his ability to set up AD. Those two guys, still establishing the chemistry in the pick and roll game. And I think what we saw last night with Dennis and Trez establishing that chemistry is going to be one of those silver lining pieces of this stretch of our season. So he's a big part of what we intend to do this year.
And then to flip to tonight's game, just your top line thoughts on Cleveland and then how Marc Gasol can fit into that game plan and if his minutes restriction is going up at all, if you're expecting him to play.
Yeah, minutes, he is going to play. What I've been told is just be responsible with his minutes. That's where that's at. And, Cleveland is playing good basketball. They're 10 games under 500, but they're 7-6 in the last 13. They've had some quality wins. They beat Boston. They won at Philly with Embiid and Simmons. This is a team that's playing really well. And we can't look at their overall record and think that this game is going to be any easier than the last couple. We got to compete at a high level.
Kyle?
Hey, Frank, obviously there's been reports that, guys in the buyout market and free agents are going to meet with you in the coming days. Are you involved or are you, a part of those meetings, or are you sort of giving the front office some feedback that they can share in those meetings?
I mean, I'm involved in everything we do from a roster standpoint, yes.
Okay, so I'm just wondering if you're going to be in attendance. Like, are you going to get on a Zoom with a free agent?
I'm involved in everything we're doing with the roster. Let's leave it at that.
Bill?
Hey, Frank. It was 2 weeks ago that we last got an update on AD. Is he being reevaluated tonight? And will there be another update, or do you have more information on his status?
I do not have any new update. He's still a ways away, and no new update from where we're at.
Dave?
So if there's no new update, I understand, but I'm just curious. There was a plan to have a reevaluation tonight. Was that pushed off? What's going on there?
Yeah, did we release that we have a plan to evaluate him tonight? Sorry? That come from us. There's a lot of reports out there that are not coming from us.
Yeah, maybe I'm mistaken. I thought that was what we were told 2 weeks ago.
I mean, the truth is he gets evaluated every day. You know what I mean? Like he does work. They treat him. They evaluate him. We're in the middle of a ramp up, but he's still a ways away. So nothing concrete from a date standpoint right now.
Got it.
Sean?
Hey, Coach, yesterday you talked about the offense sort of needing to reinvent itself. What did you see from that last night, and what steps are you looking to make tonight?
A lot of positives, a lot of growth. Not quite there yet. We got to do it for 48 minutes. We're trying to play for one another, trying to play hard, play together. And, in stretches, we look really good. I think our identification of the shots we want to take has improved over each of the last few games. Like I said, the pick and roll with Trez and Dennis continues to be a bright spot for us. But it's not been enough to get a W, so we still got to improve.
We'll take one more, Dan.
Hey, Frank. the changes you guys made at the center position this offseason were kind of maybe some of the most obvious in terms of philosophy and stuff like that. How would you evaluate those changes to this point? And then I guess secondly, you got a taste of kind of what you had with Damian. How did you think that fit and that kind of player? And have you guys missed having that kind of player regularly on the roster?
Well, he's got a skill set that we had last year that we won with. And, Mark and Trez have different skill sets that are done at an extremely high level. I'm very happy with both of those guys. It's been, there's a little bit of a slow start and those guys getting acclimated to our system. But, we have the number one defense in the league with those two guys anchoring it. Mark has been out for the better part of 3 weeks or so. And both of those guys are going to help us win a championship.
We're going to take one more, Michael Duarte.
Thanks, Frank. Maybe I'm jumping the gun a little bit, but as you said, you're part of the roster decisions. We know you're meeting with some buyout guys. If you do get that big that you're coveting, is there a situation where Mark would go to the bench, or without AD, could you play two bigs together in the starting lineup?
Right now we have Mark and Trez, and those are our centers, and those are the guys that we're committed to. If that changes, then we'll comment on it at that time.
Okay. Thank you.
We're good there, Frank. Thank you.